happened last year. I think it was pretty obvious that happened. And the Sky, during that double-double streak, they tanked and fell off the map.
Last year, offense had no structure. You had too many players on the basketball court felt like they was the best player on the court.
Kamilla Cardoso is going to be healthy coming into the regular season because that was a thing for her.
Angel Reese just shot 25% in her preseason debut, while Napheesa Collier dropped 26 points in 26 minutes. That's not even the craziest part of this WNBA matchup that has everyone talking. Is Angel Reese about to get a reality check in the WNBA? The Chicago Sky might actually end up running their offense through Kamilla Cardoso instead of their more famous rookie. Let's break down what really happened and why Reese fans are already making excuses.
Chicago Sky, especially as a young player, which is just kind of fascinating to see. She is a 6'3" power forward from LSU. Last season, she averaged 13.6 points a game.
Angel Reese is much closer to being a content creator, a C-list, D-list celebrity.
Angel Reese fans are not going to like what I'm about to show you, but the numbers don't lie in this preseason matchup. The tape tells the whole story, and it's pretty rough. Let's break down what actually happened when Angel Reese stepped on the court in her WNBA preseason debut. She shot just 2 for 8 from the field. That's 25% shooting. I don't care who you are. That's tough to see from a player with so much hype behind her. Angel was missing layups that she normally makes. Obviously, we're not working on those layup drills enough yet. While Reese was bricking shots and looking completely lost on defense, Napheesa Collier was on the other side absolutely cooking.
I think this Chicago Sky versus Brazilian national team at LSU, I actually think that's kind of interesting, if for no other reason.
Napheesa dropped 26 points in just 26 minutes of play. That's a point per minute efficiency that shows the massive gap between an established star and a rookie still finding her way. The contrast between these two players was painful to watch. Collier shot an incredible 61.5% from the field, while Reese couldn't even hit a quarter of her shots. But you know what's even worse? The defense. There were multiple plays where Reese literally stood there and watched feet backdoor to the rim for a layup without even trying to contest. Zero effort on those possessions. Let's talk about rebounding, supposedly Angel's specialty. Reese managed just 4 rebounds in a game where rebounding is supposed to be her strength. Those rebound numbers and those double-doubles are about to take a back seat at the pro level. That's not going to cut it against grown women who have been playing professionally for years.
And I believe she eventually will. 6'7", she got championship pedigree. We know how special she is.
I mean, go look at that streak and the win-loss record. It's pretty amazing watching that downward trend.
She has the rebounding, she has the toughness, she has the swag, and ultimately she is one of the most vocal players.
Meanwhile, Collier was dominating every aspect of the game, scoring at will, grabbing boards, making smart passes, showing exactly why she's a veteran star in this league. The difference in basketball IQ was clear on every possession. The excuses are already flowing from Reese fans. They're blaming refs, claiming WNBA conspiracy theories, saying she wasn't getting calls, but the tape doesn't lie. This is about a player who simply wasn't prepared for this level of competition. The hard truth is that Angel Reese looked exactly like what she is. A rookie with potential who needs time to adjust to the speed and skill of the WNBA.
I saw that a lot last year. And I said a lot of people was giving her a hard time. I kept telling people, look, she's coming off a shoulder injury. You got to give her time to recover.
Angel and Kamilla are the huge bright spots for the Chicago Sky team for the future. And Kamilla Cardoso, towering at 6'7".
This isn't college anymore. And Angel Reese fans are not going to be happy though because of the way she's going to be used in this offense. This performance gap isn't just about one bad game. It might be the first sign that Reese's role on the Sky won't be what her fans are expecting. The adjustment period is real, and it might be longer than anyone anticipated. Here's something that's flying under the radar. While everyone's losing their minds over Angel Reese, Kamilla Cardoso quietly put up 13 points on 57% shooting with 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Nobody's talking about that.
She's a center who has showed flashes of dominance as a rookie. We all saw how she kind of dominated overseas in China.
Now, I think maybe that has to do with getting this young lady the appropriate minutes. Let's not see her minutes.
The Chicago Sky might have completely different plans than what Reese fans are expecting. The team looks like they're positioning Cardosa as their true centerpiece, not Reese. Did you see how they were running plays through her? The coaching staff clearly trusts her decision-making more than their famous rookie. This creates a serious problem for the Sky's marketing strategy. They've built so much hype around Reese, selling jerseys and tickets based on her name. But basketball-wise, Cardosa might be the better option to run the offense through right now. The numbers don't lie. You know what's crazier? Even Haley Van Lith shot 75% in her limited minutes. The Sky have multiple options that might be more efficient than Reese on the offensive end. This coaching staff has a tough decision to make. Do they feature their most marketable player or their most effective player? These preseason minutes suggest they're leaning toward basketball results over social media numbers.
Last year, she had some huge off-season development with Unrivaled, and Angel is primed.
One person I'd love to see play in person, and that is Kamilla Cardoso. You guys know I have been driving this bus.
Did you see how Cardosa controlled the paint with those 3 blocks? That's real rim protection that Reese simply isn't offering based on what we saw. Cardosa was altering shots left and right while Reese was getting scored on repeatedly. The real question becomes whether Chicago fans are actual basketball fans or just Angel Reese fans, because if they're the latter, they're going to be disappointed when Cardosa takes center stage in this offense. We're already seeing signs of the team's identity forming around Cardosa's abilities rather than trying to force feed opportunities to Reese just because of her name recognition. Based on this preseason performance, the solution for Chicago might be accepting that Reese needs development time while Cardosa takes on the role of team anchor. That reality won't sit well with fans who came just for the social media star. This isn't saying Reese can't improve. She absolutely can and probably will. But right now, the gap between expectation and reality is massive, and Cardosa is making the strongest case to be the Sky's focal point.
Said she is the dominant player on the Chicago Sky team. Everything would run through her.
But especially with these bigs, when you have a low post big like her, if you're not feeding her the ball, she's not going to be engaged.
Reese might actually end up having a career high in assists with a major jump in field goal percentage if she accepts a different role than what made her famous in college. The question is, will she be willing to take that step back? Yes, it's just preseason, but these early performances show something many Reese fans aren't ready to hear. Angel might end up as a role player instead of a star in her rookie season. Meanwhile, the team's identity is going to run through Cardosa. The next few weeks will be critical. Can Reese adjust to playing away from the rim against WNBA competition? Or will her fans need to dramatically lower their expectations? The real story isn't even about Reese struggling. It's about whether Chicago built their team around the right rookie in the first place. Cardosa with 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks might already be giving us that answer.